So yesterday I went to take a shower and took laptop with me. I had music playing and then suddenly the music just stopped. So I thought, oh fuck, probably got dehumidified. So I took it to the room like straight away and then I tried to dry it off with a hairdryer. But what happened when I just started drying it off, I noticed that there was like this green button flashing. That means computer just went to sleep. So that was even worse what was happening in my head by then. Because some of the buttons just swung. But then I turned it on again and checked everything and everything was working properly. So I just wanted to change the keyboard as soon as possible. All I need to do is just like change a few buttons. I thought that wouldn't have been a problem. But then I learned that the keyboard model is sort of a rare one because no one actually likes Samsung even. And so I went to a few BA specialist shop, and then first one told me that he probably had a keyboard for me, but he was just such a stupid idiot because first of all, he took my keyboard out and only afterwards he realized the shape was slightly different. Yeah, like probably the keyboard was smaller by 1/3 and also a square one. And this one, I mean my one, looked like that. I mean, it got like this bit popping out, which makes it different. Also, it's like longer in this dimension. So, I just traveled around for about 2 hours maybe, trying all the other shops, and what they all told me was that they could do it for £45 the cheapest. So I thought, no, there's no way I'm going to pay this much because the keyboard is not even broken. It's working properly and everything. It just doesn't look nice. So I just ordered a keyboard which looked just exactly the same as my one, and also I thought the locks would have been the same as well. Like F6 locks, which I needed. They look just like show you. They look like that. Down there. This one by the key. So that's what makes it rare. Also, this bit, like caps lock button. So it conjects that rather than below what's normally the rest of the keyboard. So I just was so happy because the keyboard looked just the same, yeah. But then I thought, okay, you can be cheering later on. Now just get to work and get it fixed as soon as possible. So I just unscrewed everything and took my keyboard out. Oh, also, when I just came back from that computer specialist, which probably has no experience whatsoever, um, I realized that the keyboard was not working at all because he didn't even know how to connect it. So I had to do it all by myself again. Okay, I got my keyboard today, 11 o'clock, which I ordered yesterday only, but the guy was just so good. He just sent it out yesterday straight away, even though I ordered just before 2 p.m. I think it was. So they both look the same. That's the old one. That's the new one. But as you can see, where it has to connect here, it looks different. Like those buttons, which I told you about already. See this? Also, the covers of the keys look different as well. Like, where it has to click on. Sorry, those are both like from the new one. Um, I'm saying right, so that's how it looks like after my brilliant work. Um, okay, so that's the shrunk one, and that's the one from the new keyboard. And take a look. Oh, you probably still can't see, can you? Oh, sorry, it's the other way around. Hmm. That's sounding like one by each other. Well, basically, those tiny bits would have to go on onto the onto this thing. It doesn't click onto it because the gap between these plastic bits popping out are just too far from each other. I mean, on the new one is because on this old keyboard, those tiny bits are closer to each other. That's why it didn't work. I couldn't even put any buttons on, and that because it's really very very tiny bit smaller than the original keyboard, and so are the buttons. As you can see, altogether it's only shorter by 1 centimeter. Also, where the ribbon is different as well. Like, that's the old one. That's ribbon, yeah? In the middle. And then that's the new one. So, there you go. It didn't even fit on. I mean, even though, yeah, so at very first I thought, okay, if it's like a very, very tiny bit smaller, it doesn't really matter that much. But I just can't even connect it. So that's like the main problem. And I couldn't even use a button. Uh, um, so what I had to do, because I couldn't fix the buttons onto the other one, I just pulled everything off. And these plates are soldered onto the micro scheme. Like, it's made out of 3 parts. Two plates are sticking onto the one which is soldered onto the micro scheme itself. But I was just lucky. That third bit was a plastic one. So I used this needle. Not a needle. So I just heated it up and then just pierced it through those holes. As you can see, there are holes in there. That's how they fixed a little bit on the keyboard. Yeah, so I just heated it up a bit, and then took it all off, and then fixed this slot from the new keyboard onto my keyboard. And oh shit, I will do that one again. Um, yeah, that's how I fix it on it. Where you need to look is just over there. Sorry, there. So I use staple metal to fix the lock on the keyboard. And then just start putting the buttons on. That is so simple. That's it. You can do it by yourself as well. Good luck. Goodbye.